This is our first class right back in the new year. And tonight's class is, we're going to be on seated for most of it, or on the floor, I should say. But if you feel like sitting on a chair or even doing the beginning part, standing up, you go ahead and choose to do what you're feeling like doing tonight. So whatever you do, standing or sitting, just get comfortable. So if you're sitting on a chair, just get into a place that you feel like you can sit in ease, and just a place where you can be comfortable. For now, I'm just sitting on my bolster. So just finding a comfortable spot. You close your eyes if you feel like doing that. And of course, feeling like you're seated on the sits bones and getting comfortable. And checking in with the chin, perhaps giving it a slight tuck. And let the belly loose. And relax the space around the eyes. And just relax here. Let the body relax. And the face relax. And the shoulders. You can have your palms on your laps, or you can turn the palms facing the ceiling. Whatever feels right for you. And just simply breathe and be. Notice any parts that are tense, and try to loosen or soften those areas. And your mind may be busy, so we're just trying to calm the mind a little before we begin. So just focusing on your breath. Sometimes bringing a hand to the chest and one on the belly and feeling the breath in and out. Helps to relax and connect to yourself. Connect to the space around you. And even connecting with the other people doing this class. And before we begin, we're just going to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose. You can let it out through the mouth or out through the nose, up to you. Last breath, you can take your chin towards your chest. Let your neck just hang there for a moment. Just have a hand on my chest to remind my chest to stay upright and not to curl through the back. I'm feeling a nice stretch going down the cervical spine and into the top part of your thoracic spine. You may feel a stretch just moving down the top part of your back. Make sure you're not starting to clench anywhere, like clenching your belly or holding or gripping anywhere. And really just let go, let the neck hang, and only if comfortable, of course. Letting everything just loosen a little bit, soften a little bit. Soften the belly and the face, the shoulders. And very gently, and keeping in mind of the neck remaining nice and long in the back, we're going to raise our head, but super slow, kind of keeping the chin in so that we can raise the neck, keeping it nice and long. Now when you're upright, take a breath. Inhale, just chin up very gently towards the ceiling, stretch in the front of the neck. And exhale down. And come to neutral. We'll go over the left. Little tuck of the chin, come up. Inhale, look over to the other side. And a little tuck of the chin. And bring the chin up and come forward. Arms down by your side, take a breath. Inhale and then exhale, side stretch, just coming over to one side, keeping the right buttock down, stretching the right arm overhead, take a breath. Exhale, down and to the other side. Inhale, reach. And exhale, down. One more time on each side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach, other side. And exhale, down. Now let's just move the arms, swing the arms, move them however you want to move them. So just getting a little bit of movement in the shoulders here. So really just moving the arms any way. And now open the arms nice and wide out to the sides. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, give yourself a hug. Keep the shoulders down. So when you hug yourself, don't have your shoulders up. Just relax the shoulders. Let the arms, yourself a nice hug. And a little twist from side to side. So really staying focused on a nice, easy breath. But maybe just, elongate your inhales and exhales a bit. So, and moving with the breath. So move to one side, inhale, and exhale, twisting to the other side. Just moving in the thoracic spine, so not through the hips, pelvis stays still. And release, bring your hands to your knees. I'm actually going to change the position of my legs, just switching it up. You don't have to sit cross-legged. It's nice to sit like this as well with your knees bent, or change it up and sit on the chair or stand up. So did I just put them back the same way, did I? No, I didn't. So taking our hands to our knees, we're going to go into some nice cat-cows. We'll begin by tucking the pelvis first. So I'm going to tuck the pelvis and round the spine. So inhale, or actually inhale when we come up. So I'm going to start the pelvis again and untuck it and curl the spine up and inhale as I come up. I like to have that feeling like I'm bringing my chest between my shoulders. Inhale, and then exhale, start with the pelvis, tucking and curling the spine. Exhale. And move with your own breath. Getting that nice movement in the spine. Just visualize the spine moving like one vertebra at a time. So you're just moving up the spine. We'll just do one more. Inhale. And then exhale. And inhale, come up. And now we're going to just take our right arm and we're going to bring it behind us with the back of the hand against the back. Now you're not trying to reach the hand as far up as what you can get it, but probably just do your best wherever it comes. We're not trying to get anywhere in particular. My hand is like right here, around the mid back. Take a breath here. And now I'm just going to take my left ear down to my left shoulder. And just relax and let everything just soften a little. You're not forcing anything, so you're not really trying to stretch it out. It's just bringing your head gently towards the shoulder. Relaxing the belly, relaxing even the lower back. We tend to clench all around the midsection. And bring the head up and just doing some twists now. So I'm just going to twist towards the right and then twist the other way. So again, twisting through thoracic spine. And then when you come forward and twist, kind of thinking about bringing the shoulder over and kind of like a down a little bit maybe. And come up and twist the other way. And again, one more twist, take a breath. Exhale, come up, release the arm, give them a shake. Big deep breaths. We'll move to the other side. So taking the arm on the other side, right ear down to right shoulder. Taking some breaths. Just notice the chin. If the chin is really tucked out, you may have to begin again, keeping the neck nice and long. Bring the ear down. Relax the belly. Release any tension in the body. Breathe and soften. In your exhale, soften a little more. Inhale, come up, bring your head up to center, and we'll just go and do the twists from here. So inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right. And then twist to the left. Inhale. And exhale, twist. And inhale. And exhale, twist. I'm really going to reach kind of with the shoulder blade, not like I'm protracting my shoulder right out of the joint, just really reaching with the blade. And a couple more times. And remove the arm, give them a little shake. Roll the shoulders back and forward. And just come to rest. Come back to the breath. Notice how the shoulders feel. And now we're going to sit on our bums. You still may want to sit on something, but we're just going to have the legs out straight. So you can remain on a pillow or something, or you can come and if it's available to you to sit just on the floor with your feet up. If you are sitting on top of something, don't have it too high. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit up and just bring our arms behind us. So I have my fingers pointing towards my bum, and I'm not trying to go all the way back. I'm trying to be as close to my bum that's comfortable for now. If your wrists are not comfortable like this, then just move your hands to a place that is most comfortable for you. Okay, so for now, I'm just going to have my hands pretty close and my fingers pointed towards my bum. And I have the toes coming up towards the ceiling. Take a breath. And you're really pushing out of the floor with your hands. So you're really pushing so that you're not collapsing the shoulders, really like you're pushing the floor away from you. And we're just going to begin by pointing the toes forward and bringing them back, okay? So by all means, if this is really bothering your wrists, you will have to change that. So you're either going to have just the change where your wrists are. Otherwise, this is a beautiful stretch for the wrists. And just doing a little bit of ankle work, pointing the toes back towards our face. And you're trying to keep the heels on the floor. So you don't want them to raise off the floor. And just pointing the toes forward and back. So you'll feel this in your shoulders. You're feeling it in your wrists. This is not just about the ankles here. And so that's on purpose, is what I'm trying to say. So just, and reaching through the heels, toes towards your face, and then toes towards the wall. And just notice what happens to your ankles, okay? Trying to keep the feet straight in a line, not letting the legs come out to the side. Okay. Come up and shake that out. You may need to give the wrists a little love, a little shake, a little bit of movement, massage. You do whatever you need to do. So just giving the hands a little bit of love, the wrists a bit of love here. Okay, so this time we are going to scoot ourselves a little bit further ahead so that now there's more space between the arms and the bum. Okay, so if this is not good for you already, I think I'm going to just come back a little bit more as well. Then you go back to the original, okay? So you're pushing out of the floor here. The arms are pretty straight, right? You're straightening, pushing out of the floor. And just keeping the toes up again, and we'll come back to this up and down just a couple of times. Notice what's going on with your body. We don't want to clench anywhere. We just want to be able to be in this position without pain. So if this does not feel good for you, then please don't stay in this position. And now I'm just going to see if I can scoot myself a little tiny bit further. Just a little bit further. Notice how it may feel different in the opposite shoulder, like your two shoulders may feel very different. And last breath. And release. So probably really feeling that on the wrist. So just take a moment and give them a little rub. Relax the body. Relax the breath. Notice what's happening around. Anytime anything gets difficult, I've said it a million times, and we clench around our body, we like hold everything in. So notice if you're doing that and let that go with every breath. Okay, so we can go back to sitting as we were, or you can have the legs a little straight, or you can sit an entirely different way. It's up to you. We're going to reach our arms forward. And all we're going to do is reach one arm forward and back, and then reach the other one forward. So reach, and as you reach, you notice you're there's a twist happening. And that's what we want. Reach, inhale, and then exhale when you reach. So inhale, exhale, reach. Inhale. Reach. So just going back and forth, that a few times. I just speed it up a little tiny bit. And release that. Come down now onto your hands and knees. So if your wrists are like, oh, I don't know if my wrist can handle that right now, we can do some of this on a chair as well, okay? Or against the wall. So you pay attention to your body, and if you need support for your wrists, you can also come down onto your forearms, or some people like to come down on their fists. Otherwise, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. We're just coming into this tabletop position, and we'll begin by just moving around. So no right or wrong way to do this. I really do like, though, keeping my ribs in towards my body. I don't like to have my back completely arched. That's just me. If that feels good for you to be more in that cat-cow position while you're moving, that's okay too. Just options. So now I'm just going to reach my hands a little forward and tuck my toes a little bit. And I'm just going to reach my bum back. So keep reaching my bum back. My ribs are in. Take a breath and move forward. So just rocking back and forth. Your shoulders do not have to come beyond the wrists when you come forward. So inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up and exhale back. You can play around there, or if you want to get right into a downward dog, you're welcome to do that as well. You can come right into a downward dog here, or come onto a chair and do your downward dog from a chair. So if you were to do your downward dog from a chair, putting the hands on the chair, walking, keeping the ribs in, rocking yourself back. Put a little bend in the knees, keeping the pelvis nice and flat and stable there. And then I like to really reach the bum back, getting that stretch in the arms, and also doing a little tiny unbend of the knees, feeling nice stretch in the hamstrings. So on the chair, you could go ahead or come right into your downward dog, hands and knees. If you are into downward dog, you can come out of downward dog, coming back into a plank, and then downward dog again. And plank. And downward dog. I'm just pedaling out my dog right now. So just bending one knee and bending the other. You can come into a plank and downward dog. And when you're in downward dog, loosen, let your head just relax. And you're not trying to get your head between your arms, okay? You're just letting the neck relax where it is. And now come down onto the knees, and you're going to take your right hand, put it in the middle underneath your face, say, and then pivot on the right knee so you bring the leg back. So you're going to come into this nice side plank. Now you could come into a full plank if you want to do that, but for now, let's just do it on our knees. Inhale, exhale, come down. You can stay on your knees and do that rocking like we did earlier, coming back and forth. Or you can come right back into the downward dog. You're coming into downward dog, fingers wide, really press into the mat. Do that nice wrapping with the shoulders. Come into a plank and then come right into our downward dog. Inhale and exhale. Come down onto the knees and now pivot on that left foot. Take the left hand underneath your face, and then the other foot comes down on its side, and you just reach the right arm up. Take a breath and exhale down. So now we're on our knees and our hands, we can open them a little bit wider than shoulder width distance. And we're just going to lower ourselves down onto our belly, okay? So we're trying to lower our chest, everything in one piece, all the way down. As we go down, my elbows are staying in towards my sides as I lower my body down. Slower the better. And now you're on your bellies. Take your hands, put them under your head. Drop your forehead onto your hands and take a breath here and let your body just relax. And completely let go of any tension or clenching here. Just give your body a little bit of time as you let everything soften on each exhale. Just really let your body melt into the floor. And you can check in from the top of your head, moving all the way down. And reminding all parts to just soften. I'm going to take my hands underneath like my shoulders, and my elbows are bent but in by my side. And the pubic bone, I'm going to really press that into the earth. So just reminding it to say stop. And I'm just going to try to lift my shoulders off the floor. And I'm not going to push with my hands, okay? I'm just going to lift the shoulders off the floor and come down. Take a breath and then exhale, come up. Pubic bone on the floor. Just working these back muscles. You're just holding yourself up here. And then relax. Pubic bone, inhale. And come up. And then exhale, come down. And we'll do one more. Inhale up. And exhale down. We're going to roll now over into our backs. Get your strap ready. Now, if you need something under your head, go ahead and put something underneath your head. So we're going to begin by just relaxing. So you can have your knees bent, back the ribs on the floor, small arch in the lower back. Just release. Let the body soften once again. And you're going to extend the right leg out straight and then bring the left leg in. Now you can hold the knee, hold it on the knee, you can hold behind. If that's not available, you can use your strap. And because if you're laying here and in order to get your knee up, you're really curling up so that your lower back has to touch the floor in order for you to get your knee up, then you want to just use a strap so that you just extending your arms really. So I just want the pelvis to stay still, like I just said, and I'm really just bringing the knee in and really extending the other leg out so that you're almost creating this traction, feeling of traction. But no clenching, remember. Reach. It's taking a moment to even relax a little bit while you're doing this. Relax the breath. Now I want you to gently move that leg now in. Move that knee and that leg around so that you're really just moving the bone in the hip socket. So your leg bone in the hip socket. So when just move it one way and the other, you're not going to try and move an extreme range of motion. So you're not trying to get, you're not pushing beyond any boundaries, just small circles around one way and around the other. And release that leg, and we'll move to the other side. Extend the left leg, bring the right knee in, creating that traction where I'm really reaching in my left, and then my right knee I'm bringing up towards my body. So relaxing the back muscles. Relax the face. And now you can just make those circles with the knee, with the leg, and go in both directions. But you're really trying to keep the pelvis still, okay? I mean, it may move a little bit, but I'm just saying you're not rocking around. You're just really thinking about the leg bone in the hip socket. Move in both directions. And then release. You can bend the knees again, get your strap. I'm extending the right leg again, or you can get the strap around the opposite foot if that feels better to do that first. And then extend both legs. And now you're going to bring the leg up, but you're not coming to the point where there's a big stretch in the back leg. And I'm going to just wrap the strap around my hands because I want the leg to completely relax. And you'll notice sometimes that your quad or the front, the muscle in the top of your leg will probably be clenched a little bit. It wants to help move the leg. So I really want you to focus on relaxing that. And then just using our arms, we're moving the leg, but you want the leg to be nice and relaxed. So you may have to check in once in a while with with your quad muscles to remind them to relax. So we're really just moving in both directions, little circles, again, pelvis nice and neutral. One way and the other. And what I'm going to do now, and we'll see how it works for you. Well, actually, no, we'll do that after. Sorry. So let that leg release and then move your strap to the other leg, okay? Bringing that leg up. Again, not doing it to get a real stretch, not trying to bring the leg up as far as it can go, but just somewhere where it's comfortable. Reminding the quad to relax. But relax, and I'm just going to make some little circles again. Using my arms to move the leg. Just imagine the leg bone moving around, getting some nice mobility in the hip. It's really nice to be back, I must say, just kind of need this routine. I find having something to look forward to a couple days a week is really nice. Okay, we're going to bring that leg down. And again, put the strap in the other foot. Sorry, I could have told you to do that. And this time, both legs are straight. And this time you're going to bring this leg up. And now you want to bring it to a place where, okay, you just feel a little bit of stretch in the hamstring. Okay. And I'm still supporting the leg here with the strap, but we're going to move into internal and external rotation now of the leg bone with the leg up in the air. So remember to soften other parts of your body, your jaw, your shoulders. And really gentle internal and external rotation. So you don't want the leg to be moving all over the place. You just want the foot to stay where it is, and the foot is moving from side to side because you're moving the big leg bone. Relax, move to the other side, same thing. So leg up in the air, just to that place where you feel a slight stretch in the back of the leg. And your leg don't have to be up, it could be down here, and it really does not matter, we know that. Just got a little bit of a cramp. And we can stop, bring the leg down. And just stay here for a moment or bend the legs and bring, I like having the feet a little bit apart and let the knees collapse in towards one another. And just notice. So notice how your hips feel. And while we're here, we'll reach the arms up. So my shoulder blades are both on the floor. My arms are just reaching up towards the ceiling. And we're going to do that reaching again like we did earlier. So we're going to reach and reach and reach and reach. And you can start to reach like across the body as well. And maybe if your knees, if it's uncomfortable with your knees together, just part the knees and reach across the body this time. Reach and reach and reach. Inhale, reach. Reach to the other side. Relax the arms down now. And we're going to have the feet just normal width distance apart, like hip width distance apart. We're going to go into just a couple small bridges here. So think about pulling the heels in towards your bum so that your glutes engage. And think about your ribs and your pelvis, your hip bones moving up at the same time, okay? So pushing down to the floor and then raising up. Just don't have to come very far. We're not doing full bridge or small movement. Small, very small bridge. You don't even have to come up this high. And then bringing the ribs and the pelvis down together again. And you're going to do that a few times. Your own breath, stay up as long as you want. Pulling the feeling like you're pulling the feet a little bit towards the bum. And down. Again, take an inhale. And exhale, lift. Good, stay here for a few breaths. You can even reach if you want again with both arms. Reach up with both arms. Bring the arms behind your head. And you can lower the arms and lower your bridge. Take some breaths here. You can just bring one knee up so that you're just do some more internal and external rotation here. So you're just bending the knee like at a 90-degree angle. And a little movement from side to side. And do the other side as well. And come down. We'll bring the legs and the knees together, the feet and the knees together. And we're just going to open the legs like we're doing a butterfly, but you don't want the legs to just fall open. So you want to create a little bit of resistance, and the feet as well come out and onto their sides. But I don't want you to get to the place where you can just relax into it, okay? Before you get there, I want you to stop. So before you get to that place where your legs are completely relaxed, I want you to stop before you get there, okay? So, and we're gonna move really, really, really slow. So just enjoy this, move at your own pace, but nice and slow, move with your own breath. Feet come place down on the mat, and then opening the legs nice and slow. As you open, the feet come down onto their sides. Don't go all the way. You're almost going to come to that place where they're completely as far as they can go. But before you get there, you're going to close the legs up again. And you're going super slow. Relax the rest of your body. Relax the belly and the face. And sometimes this is really difficult for us to move super slow. So it's one of those things, again, that may not look much on the outside, but if you're going super slow and you're not coming to that place where you're letting the legs rest, then you can just probably feel some action going around all that little musculature around the hips that keep them nice and strong. It's kind of what we're working on here. But the key is to go slow and to not clench other parts in the body. So just focus all that energy moving or in the hips. And do it a few more times. See if we can do 3 more times. Nice and slow. Let the rest of your body relax. We get anxious when we are slow sometimes. It's really difficult. So we start to clench. Our body is like, I'm uncomfortable going this slow. There's something wrong. And give your body permission to move this slow. I'm not done my second one, and I still have the third one to go. The last one, make it super slow. Relax your shoulders, your back body, around the belly. Focus the work in the hips. Bringing your legs coming together. And when you're done your 3, just get right into that, your Shavasana, so that place that's nice and comfortable for you in Shavasana. That may mean you want something underneath your head or a blanket to put over you. Get in a position that's most comfortable for you. I'm going to put something under my knees tonight. And let's come into a nice rest. So beginning with just noticing how the body feels right now. We got some nice mobility in the shoulders, nice mobility in the hips, mobility in the spine. So just notice how all those parts feel before we begin. And now feeling your body heavy against your mat. Noticing all those places of your body that's touching the mat. The places that are connected to the earth. Notice if there's any places of tension or gripping. And just let all those areas soften with each breath. So create some space in your teeth, perhaps a space created between the lips as well, so that your jaw is relaxed. Releasing your forehead, that space between your eyes. Relax the whole face. Front of your throat. And feeling the areas again around the shoulders touching the mat. Softening around the shoulders. Feeling a little heavier. Let that nice relaxed sensation move down your arms. It's just sending a message to your arms to completely let go. Release into your mat. Come to the chest. Allow the chest to relax. All around the ribs. Relax. Moving down to the abdomen. Visualizing all those muscles around our spine. And giving them a message or sending them a message to release and relax. And to soften. Moving down around the pelvis, the lower back, our hips. And invite these places to soften as well. And feel that energy move down, down through your big legs and your knees and your lower legs and your ankles and out through your toes. And so that your legs are heavy and soft. From head to toe, your body is at ease. Allow your mind to relax. Just try to be in the moment, noticing how your body feels. Notice the air around you that you breathe in and out. Perhaps noticing connection to the people who are doing this class with you. And just really coming to stillness. It's about slowing down. Taking some time to just relax the busy mind. And perhaps it's not slowing down enough for you, or you think you should be better at it, but we're all the same in those respects. Do your best just to be here and laying in stillness and just honoring your body this way to give it what it needs. And sometimes this could be the hardest part as well for people. Slowing down, not moving, trying to relax the mind. It's a daily challenge for many of us. It was nice to be guided sometimes to this place. Maybe thinking of something that you're looking forward to in this new year. Something that brings a smile to your face. Something that warms your heart. And I'm going to let you lay here for as long